Dear viewers, Fact Punch team has come with an important breaking news. Finally, the Panjshir resistance failed to defend Panjshir and has fallen into the hands of Taliban. With this new development, Talibans are now controlling the entire Afghanistan. Panjshir province was the only area which was not under the control of Talibans. The news is being reported by official media of Talibans and worldwide by many. The intense battle only lasted, for less than 2 days. Team Fact Punch has already informed followers on Twitter that things are going into the favor of Talibans. The Panjshir Valley was under siege by Talibans for the last 1 week almost, however they remained engaged in talks with Panjshir leaders to have a peaceful resolve. As per the Taliban statement, Ahmadshah Massoud and the Umarullah Saleh came up with such demands which were not acceptable for the Talibans. In this episode, Team Fact Punch will let our viewers know a bit of the history of Punjshir, which country was backing them up and how. Which countries were called by Panjshir leaders to seek help against Taliban and what was the response they received. How things moved from peace talks to clash. To please subscribe our channel and do comment in the section below. Thanks. Panjshir is almost 3 hours away from Kabul towards north. This valley has great importance in the war history of Afghanistan. It remained unconquerable for the USSR and even for the previous government of Talibans during 1996. It is also said that due to the Panjshir Valley, Taliban could not get hold of the entire northern part of Afghanistan at that time. It was Panjshir province which was leading the Northern Alliance during the US-led NATO invasion of Afghanistan. Northern Alliance was the force US and India has successfully made ties with them even before the invasion of NATO actually took place. Northern Alliance was comprised of many groups from northern part of the country. Panjshir Valley is populated with Tajik community of Afghans. Dari is the local language. Anti-Pushtun sentiments are common since decades. Panjshir or Northern Alliance is counted as Indian proxy and is known for their anti-Taliban stance, one of the reasons which restrained them to have reached to a successful peace talks with Talibans. However, it ended up not only in loss of control over area but also part in new government as well as claiming precious lives from both sides. As per the new and numerous statements, it could be easily understood that Taliban did restrain their level best to enter into any conflict that may shape up into the bloodshed. Doing so, they extended the time limit to surrender multiple times, but things could not work out as were desired even after putting all effort and to the possible extent. All these effort of Taliban were based on one of their objective, that was to project soft image of Taliban before international community and to minimize possible criticism from anti-Taliban lobbies. It has also been noted that during this battle, Taliban remained engaged via backdoor channels with the Northern Alliance leadership to halt offensive and resume peace talks, but Northern Alliance leadership persistently refused. Taliban managed to get them engaged through Russian ambassador in a bid to reach a peaceful solution, but somehow it did not work. Why it did not work is another interesting question. The answer of this question will be found ahead in this vlog. While we talk about Panjshir, it must not be forgotten that the most famous and respected commander of Panjshir was Ahmadshah Massoud. He got famous during jihad against USSR. Ahmadshah Massoud was known for being an expert on war strategies and had posed strong resistance against the invading USSR army. Over the time he developed good relations with other groups in Afghanistan and with many countries like US, India and few European countries. He also spent a considerable time of his life living in Pakistan, and where he managed to develop good relations with Pakistani authorities including forces as well. Ahmadshah Massoud was one of those many Afghan commanders who were kept engaged by Pakistani ISI while the effort for Balkanization of USSR was underway as per plan. He got killed in a suicide bombing attack, just 2 days before the incidents of 9/11. It is said that he was killed by Al-Qaeda. Today's commander Ahmadshah Massoud is the son of Ahmadshah Massoud. However, Ahmadshah Massoud is not considered a skilled warrior like his father. He remained in Iran and educated in UK. Umarullah Saleh, the vice president of Ghani government, fled from Kabul on 14 August, just 1 day before fall of Kabul. An alleged video has emerged where he could be seen leaving from Kabul in a helicopter along with Ahmadshah Massoud. Few of the close companions revealed that Umarullah reached Panjshir along with Ahmadshah Massoud, to form future strategy. He assured Ahmadshah Massoud Indian and US cooperation in terms of financial and military aid, in case any sort of clashes erupts with Talibans. This cooperation later was refused plainly by Biden administration, while Indian cooperation remained limited to social media rants. In reality, there was no possibility for Indian to help them out in any manner. While capitalizing on the achievements made by the late Ahmadshah Massoud, Umarullah Saleh and Ahmadshah Massoud contacted the old commanders and their warriors. They managed to convince them to fight against Taliban. This new alliance was already underway by Ahmadshah Massoud as soon as he noticed the swift advancement made by Taliban across northern border. However, not all the commander were convinced on this idea. Many remained away and didn't join Ahmadshah Massoud. Umarullah Saleh contacted Biden administration to seek help against Talibans, but he was refused. Biden administration issued a statement that America has completed its mission in Afghanistan and will not become part of any process anymore inside Afghanistan. Indian remained in touch with both, but they found no route to help them out, which they direly needed. It is also confirmed that in view of US refusal and Indian inability to help, Ahmadshah Massoud felt helpless and with no option other reconciliation with Taliban to secure valley and people from losses, but again, Umarullah Saleh did not let him doing so. By this time, Talibans have entered into the headquarters of police in the valley and the governor house. Talibans have started search operation. There have been losses on the both sides, however the battle only lasted for less than 2 days and came to a complete halt. Panjshir resistance failed to stop Talibans. One of the main reasons was the weaponry captured by Taliban from US forces that was used and provided leverage in their operations. US forces left most advanced bullet, bomb, and mines-proof vehicles, which gave Taliban a greater edge in making irresistible advancement in one of the world's most difficult terrain. Previously, Taliban used to make advancements by feet, on the motorbikes or in the ordinary civilian cars, which were vulnerable to attacks of any weapon. They were easily targeted by their enemies. The night vision goggles remained helpful for the operation at night time when there is no light, while previously they had to wait for the daylight to be enough for them to make advancements. Panjshir were not having these gadgets. The weapons Panjshir resistance have are mostly belong to the old USSR times, which were either confiscated from the USSR army or were provided by the US and Pakistan. According to Russian ambassador who was in touch with both sides for the sake of arbitration, Panjshir resistance had a low number of fighters, merely 7,000. He also mentioned in a statement that I have been contacted by Talibans and message for Panjshir resistance was given that Talibans want to restrain from bloodshed and want to resolve this issue with talks in a peaceful manner. This is the first time Taliban has taken over Panjshir Valley. With this, Talibans are now controlling the entire Afghanistan. The victory was celebrated by aerial firing all night in Kabul and Jalalabad. Panjshir is considered to be one of the reasons due to which Taliban has delayed announcement of government, which was due after Friday prayer. Few think that Taliban may announce the government on September 11 while US will be observing the 9/11 remembrance and honoring the slains. Dear viewers, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and to comment in the comment section below. Hope to see you soon on our next vlog.